not my favorite thing to do, but I have something to share. About 21 years ago, my life fell apart, and I was left in distress and fear and not knowing what the future held. Many of us pray for things like tomorrow or the next week or things that are currently going on in your life. But back then, I had to pray for the future and God's provision and God's direction. And over those years, I have seen day by day many, many marvelous things that had nothing to do with any human. I couldn't have made it happen. There was nothing I could do. And I just want to encourage us to, when we pray, and we pray for something that's kind of nebulous in the future, now as I look back, I realize the path of faith to answered prayer is a daily walk of obedience and understanding that God is providing today. And someday we look back and we see his hand in the answer to the prayer through the years that God was faithful. And I have too many friends in this body to tell you that I walked in that every day of the last 21 years, because many of them have had to encourage me and remind me. But I had a miracle, and on June 1st, I was able to retire from full-time work. And I can remember being in our home group when I first came back here in my broken spot, and just saying, I'll never be able to stop working. I'm going to have to work till 2 days before I die. And I mean, that's what I felt. But I want to give God praise today. And don't be discouraged in the things that, though it tarry, wait for it. And waiting is not sitting, waiting is walking through the daily doors and accepting the daily provision that God gives you on that route to the fulfillment of that answered prayer.